Okay, so I've gotten some tissue paper ready. So I've got some purple, some black, and some white, or magenta, that I try. I also gotten some new stencils out to play with. So I think we're gonna start with some white. And I think we'll just go with the primary red. And some white, I think. Get a mix that's with some pink. And here I actually want the colors to blend a bit more, since I'm thinking I'm gonna do on white tissue. Something like that. And then I'll get this stencil. As you can see, I make a lot of stencils myself. And I just look for free stencil patterns, and I use a glass sheet from a picture frame and a 15-watt soldering iron with a metal tip in it that I put in myself, that I filed to a nice tip, and it usually gets a really nice result. And I've tried heavier or like a higher wattage on the soldering iron, and it made ridges on my stencils. It's pretty cool. And I'm using this to just get the off print. Got something like that. Clean out the stencil a bit. And then I think maybe we'll just, no. We'll go in with the red-blue Dyna. And the Dyna is a color with, it's got a main color, and then the pearlescence, or like the shimmer in it, is in a different color. So this is a red paint, but it's got blue shimmer to it. The only thing with the tissue paper, since it's really like thin, you have to be careful with pulling it up since you've gotten it wet. That's a pretty cool print. I'm not super happy about it, but I'll let it dry, and I think we'll do something on top of it. Then I'm gonna go in again and get a second print that I think will be cooler actually. And get some paint off of it. There we go. That's pretty cool. It's a bit subtle, but I kind of like subtle in some things as well. Now I'm thinking maybe we should go in with some green, and this is a pearl green. It's pearl lime. And I think some orange orange yellow. These colors, yummy. And I think we go with this stencil, and I'm gonna pick it up with that first print I made that I didn't really love. Oh no, sorry. Just make sure I rub it in the holes of the stencil, and with tissue paper you can really feel the stencil, which is nice. Just being careful not to like tear the tissue, since it's a more sensitive type of paper. Just lift it. Let's see if we got something. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, yummy. Now I'm liking it. Isn't it pretty? Look at all that shimmer. And then I'm gonna go in again with just some copy paper, because I want the holes to be pretty clean. You see, I'm rubbing kind of hard to get into all the nooks and crannies of the stencil, and also to get the paint to bond to the paper. Since now this is like kind of a cleanup print of the holes of the stencil. See if I'm picking it up. Yeah, look at that. Ah, look at that beauty. Okay, get the stencil off, and this off. So orange, green and red. I think black would be nice with this. You can see I use all kinds of paints. I don't limit myself to a brand, or I just buy what I find is nice and cheap. Or just like the Dyna, they're not cheap paints, but they're beautiful. So I splurged on those. Okay, and black out. And now I think I'm actually gonna go in and stamp a bit. Get some more texture into this, especially around the edges. And I want the other one with dots. This green one. Now I'm actually gonna go in with another color, and I think this will be a white. And I've never tried this, but it should work. Probably too much paint. To get some stark contrasts on this. You can see where the white has gone into the stamping. So this could be really cool. So I'm going to go with the white for this. I'm going to braid it. Then I'm going to use my hands, get some heat of my hands on it, like so. Then we're going to lift it. That is pretty cool. I like it. Not what I thought it would look like, but still pretty cool. Okay, so now we have this. So I'm gonna once again go in with some red. Need a new cleaning paper. Okay, another white print. Look at that. Shimmer patterns. Okay. So I think on top of this, some copper. You see, you're getting layers and layers and layers. And some more layers. Let's see. I have the gold. Some gold. Okay, and this one I'm going to take up on tissue paper through a stencil. It's my plan. So I'm going to get a stencil. And I'm not going for black tissue on this. You should see behind me, it's getting to be so much tough. Man, you can see the metallic, or yeah, the metallic going through the paper, through the stencil. That's kind of cool. I don't know if, yeah, you can see it. Isn't that kind of cool? And now you can see how easily the tissue follows the stencil. So you know when you have rubbed in the little holes. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. And then I'm actually going to take this paper and do the cleanup print on. Some more. That's pretty cool, huh? Get a new paper to clean my stencils. So, look, beginning of a new one. And now I'm gonna go in with anthracite, I think. This one, I think I'm picking up on black. I think it's so funny that it's so much shimmer, it's going through to the back of the tissue paper. Using the brayer. And these are super cool for like collages and stuff like that. Isn't that kind of cool? With the anthracite giving it like a charcoaly. This is like all metallic. Okay, and on this we're gonna go with a Titan buff to make a cleanup print. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry for a bit, and I'm just gonna sort out the papers I have behind me so they don't dry together. So I'll be back when I'm gonna go for the print. See you in a bit.